So when you think about, our reach as TVC, it is now global. We've seen a lot of growth in our European markets over the last couple of years, and that growth has been represented like through our Boston and New York markets being that one-stop connection.
With 20 nonstop flights across 6 airlines, people from all over the country are making their way to Traverse City through Cherry Capital Airport. On this episode of the Barefoot Podcast, we will speak to the airport director about their incredible growth. Getting to Traverse City, Michigan has never been easier. Flying in and out of Cherry Capital Airport, I am with Kevin Klein, the CEO of the airport here. TVC, right? Those are the letters.
Those are our airport code.
And what a fantastic airport this is, because you have 20 nonstop flights here now on 6 different airlines.
It's been a whirlwind of growth since 2011. We really started out with 3 airlines in 2011, 5 routes. We're now at 20 nonstops, 6 airlines. Our great airline partners with American, Allegiant, Avelo, Sun Country, Delta, United, gets us, to these awesome locations, but they're also major hubs that connect us to the world. So when you think about, our reach as TVC, it is now global.
It's global, and you see people from all over the country, but the world coming here. People know about Traverse City, Michigan.
Well, and we've seen a lot of growth in our European markets over the last couple of years, and that growth has been represented like through our Boston and New York markets being that one-stop connection. We've always had strength in our Asian markets through Detroit. Delta has been an awesome Asian partner, and Chicago. But then when we've added Denver and Dallas, you start bringing that South American. And then this year in 2024, United added Houston. So now, really, all of the major hubs, Delta has Atlanta. I mean, you look at the top airports, not only in the country, but in the world. Atlanta's number 1. We have nonstop flights to the world's largest airport to get you anywhere in the world.
So again, it's truly never been easier to get here than it is now. And you are seeing people from all over and throughout the entire year too. Obviously, we are a fantastic summer destination, but the fall is beautiful, and winter there is still a lot of fun. And sometimes people are looking for that winter getaway, and they can still get here.
Well, snowshoeing, downhill skiing, ice fishing, snowmobiling, we have it all. But when we look at growth, some of our biggest growth months in the airport has been the first quarter of the year. We've seen growth as large as 20% in 2024 here in that first quarter. Overall, for the year, we're about 10% up, but really the growth came from this year is that first quarter. So winter sports, winter opportunity in northern Michigan is awesome, but we're a 4-season destination. So, pick your season, pick your fun. One of my favorite times of the year is the fall. I mean, you can't be getting up on a Saturday morning, crisp, the dew on the trees and everything, the leaves are starting to turn, go and visit some of our wineries where you have a nice warm day, and then, later in the night, sit around the fire and you enjoy that. There's nothing better than northern Michigan in the fall. So it's all that 4-season destination is great, is just great to have here. And, of course, summertime is busy, but it's great.
So 20 different nonstop flights. Talk a little bit about those cities. Of course, we'll get you right to Detroit and Chicago, Minneapolis, some of those kind of regional to us in the Midwest areas, but we'll go out west. Yeah. We'll go down south. All the way out to the East Coast?
So when you look at it, like Minneapolis, new to us with Minneapolis is Sun Country, bringing in an ultra low-cost carrier and having that. But they also offer connectivity all over the West. So we've got great flights to connect through Minneapolis to San Francisco, LA, and stuff that we've never had before on an ultra low-cost basis. You've got Denver. Denver is one of United's fastest growing hubs. It's just awesome. We have lots of connectivity through that hub, but also a lot of origin people traveling from the Denver market here to see us. And then you go into the Texas market. You have Dallas and Houston now. Dallas is nonstop service by American Airlines, who's doing that with an Airbus A321 this summer, 192-seat aircraft. So that's just outside, awesome and stuff. So then East Coast, you've got Boston, Philadelphia, New York LaGuardia, Newark, served by United. You have Dulles, Washington, D.C. with Washington Dulles. You have Washington Reagan at DCA. You have Charlotte. You have Atlanta. And then in the Florida markets, you have Tampa, St. Pete, Orlando, Punta Gorda. Fort Lauderdale is brand new. And then we have a brand new airline called Avelo that have joined us, and they're going nonstop to New Haven, Connecticut.
That's great.
So, when you look at all these opportunities in these nonstop markets, and then bringing in, like you said, the Chicago, Detroit, it's what we're seeing is not only the markets and the frequency, but we're seeing the larger aircraft. So United's flying the 737-900 in on the Denver route. That's 177 seats coming in. So, gone are the days are the 30-seat turboprop and serving our market. We are a large premium market for those wanting to come and see us.
So I fly in and out of here multiple times a year, at least like twice a quarter or so, for work, for fun. I have been on larger aircraft to and from like Traverse City and Detroit than I have maybe Detroit to my next destination if I'm not on a nonstop flight. It's remarkable to see the large aircraft coming in here. I think a lot of people think when you're coming to maybe a smaller market, you are going to be on one of those little, 2 seats per row aircraft. No, you are bringing large jets into this airport.
We are, and we fill those seats. And so that's why every time we add a larger aircraft, we've done it in increments, going from when we had 50-seat regionals to add to 75 seats, then 110-seat mainliners. Now we're doing 130s and 170s and so on and so forth. And we're bringing in the ultra-low-cost carriers like Allegiant, who just kicked off Fort Lauderdale for us here as a year-round route. And they're flying aircraft high density with 186 seats on it.
And they're full.
And they're full.
And they are
with
full.
the ultra-low-cost carriers. So we have that opportunity for every traveler. If you're looking for the low-cost opportunity all the way through the premium traveler that might be flying, here to London or Tokyo, wherever you want to go. We have those premium products that people want also. So it's just a great place to be, and we keep growing.
So we're kind of in the middle of the hustle and bustle right now. This is the middle of a day during midweek, and you've got people coming in and out of here nonstop.
This is Wednesday. This is a slow day. Wednesday midweek's a slow day. It's busy. It's great. Our peak times of the day, because we're a destination market, really runs from that noon to 5 p.m. Everybody likes to get on their morning flights at their originations, get on board, fly in, and you're here in Traverse City by noon, and off to your day you go. You can be on the fairway, and literally, I'd book a tee time 30 minutes after I land because I'd be right out there right then. And so you have that ability because we're right in the heart of everything. And it's great to be here.
So it's such a great location, too, because like you said, you are really just kind of south of downtown Traverse City, which takes you into all the shops and the restaurants. And then you've got the Old Mission Peninsula right off downtown. And for us, over at the Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, we're not even 10 minutes from here all the way to the resorts. Like you just said, you can get from runway to fairway in about a half hour.
And that's even conservative in the time frame. It's a great trip. You have great amenities that can pick people up here via shuttle, if they want to rent a car and get there. It's just really, it's very convenient. And the best part about it is the minute you step off the airplane, you're already what we feel is in our terminal, a Northern Michigan resort. You have that resort feel. It's very comfortable, welcoming. We even have a fireplace that you can sit by. And, so that is what our message is we want you to feel you're on vacation the minute you step on, but you're on vacation to the point you leave. You're enjoying the whole experience, and so that's what flying TVC is all about.
I don't know many other airports that have the view like you do here. I just flew in a couple days ago, and it never gets old. Even living here and seeing it from the land all the time, but coming in and getting that view of East and West Grand Traverse Bay with Old Mission Peninsula. I could see the resort from my plane window. Everyone on the other side who's not right at that window with that view is like passing their phone across it. Can you take a picture? Because it's stunning. And you don't get that view
It's
anywhere
always
else.
Caribbean, like the blue water, the clear water, and then our golf courses, so the green, and then the forests that are around, even all the way going out to the Sleeping Bear Dunes. So when you're flying in, you can get a glimpse of all of this, and it excites me every time.
I know.
And
we live here.
and we live here, and that's what everybody says, "Oh, how do you like it there?" And I'm like, how can it be any better to be able to live, play, and work all in the same location?
Yep,
We've
we
got
say
it
that all
great.
the time. So, okay, on a busy day like this, you see all these people coming in. I mean, I know our airport shuttle, we do a complimentary airport shuttle at the resort. I think they told us the other day they were doing about 45 runs throughout the entire day. But that's exciting for us because we are seeing more guests fly into Traverse City to come and stay with us. We are seeing guests in our hotel from Texas, from Florida, from the East Coast. It's not just people driving up anymore.
This is just really exciting what you're saying.
And it's a testament to what you guys are doing here and the growth you have. So it's incredible because we're not only seeing the visitors in the summer come up here, we're hosting meeting planners who want to bring businesses and conferences and groups like that from all over the country to Traverse City. So what does having this airport growth do for those who live here with the economy and more people visiting? I mean, and then when you live here and you have a bigger airport, you also get to go places easier. I mean, it's a win-win in all ways.
So when we look at it from an economy and putting the numbers together, we impact the regional state economy a little over $1 billion a year. So where does that rank? So for airports, we're the third largest airport in the state of Michigan. So you have Detroit, Grand Rapids, Traverse City. That also from an economic standpoint, but from a passenger standpoint, we're also third. So we did over 700,699 passengers in 2023. We're up about 10% for 2024 already, and we're continuing to see that grow. So when you look at, I go back to your assets as a business and travel and what do you need for travel to grow your business? You need global assets, global economic impact, and that's what the airport provides. And so we are definitely that foundational piece for our community in providing that economic impact that we're looking at. From a job situation and job impact, on a daily basis, there are about 400 people here working at the airport full-time.
That's incredible.
But then when you look at part-time and others that impact, we see about 2,000 people that are seeing some type of employment through the airport, an airport tenant, or governmental unit for supporting air service throughout our region. So, yeah, we have a pretty big footprint that continues to grow as the service grows.
And you haven't reached the top yet, right? I mean, there's still more growth.
There's still more growth, so which growth is leading into plans to expand the terminal. We'd like to add another 5 gates here starting in 2026 and start that construction to be open and available by 2028. Eventually, that will lead to the main terminal, the main building expanding to grow. And so eventually we'd like to get to 14 gates. And, with that, we keep growing, keep doubling the passengers, and I think we have the capacity, to serve over 1 million passengers very easily.
It's a good thing for Traverse City, and it's a good thing. I mean, this is a lot of people's just gateway to northern Michigan in general. You do send people from here over to Gaylord, up to Petoskey, even probably over going to Mackinac Island, of course, a little more west towards like Frankfort in that area of northern Michigan. This really is the place to be flying into if you're looking to experience northern Michigan.
It is the hub of northern Michigan. It really is. And we have so many great communities, as you said, Gaylord, Charlevoix, Petoskey, Mackinac Island, Frankfort, all of Leelanau County, Leland. We have so many places. So you can fly in, stay at the resort, use that as your hub, and go visit all of these locations because they're easy day trips. So What a great opportunity. And one of the things you can't forget is some of the food at Grand Traverse Resort. I don't miss meals. Let's say that.
Going up to Airy Restaurant on the 16th floor,
and you can oversee it. You can oversee everything.
Yep.
And so that's what people are wanting, that full experience, to be able to play golf, go to the beach, do the family restaurant, and really enjoy all these great things, because that's what Northern Michigan has. We're
Exactly.
that foodie culture. We're all of that for what people want to see and take on vacation.
Outdoor adventures, the golf, like you said. I mean, the relaxation, coming up here, getting off a flight and going right to the spa. I mean, all those things are at your fingertips when you fly in here. And with those 20 nonstop flights now, that's less time in the air, more time at the beach.
Absolutely.
More time at the wineries, more time on the golf course. So it's exciting, and it's great to see. I mean, it's, you can't get here necessarily and walk on your flight in a half hour ananymore, right? You need to give yourself the time to get through these gates,
absolutely.
which is a good thing, though.
Absolutely. In the summertime, we tell everybody arrive 2 hours early. And that's not so much as, can you get here a little bit later than that? Sure you can. But then it's how much rush do you want to be? Mm-hmm. If you come here 2 hours early, you flow through your line at the ticket counter very quickly. You flow through TSA, awesome. And then you can relax. And that's what we want your travel experiences to be, relaxed. And, just look in this, how quickly we built up a line, and the line's been passed through, because TSA is awesome at what they do. And then when you get on the other side of security, we got a great cafe, Cherry Country Cafe and Gifts, and they do local sandwiches, they do local food, soups, local beers, all that kind of stuff that is here for your trip. Why not take a few minutes, and then on top of that, we have an outside garden area,
that beautiful
and you
patio.
can enjoy that patio. Yeah. So definitely is the place to be.
Well, congratulations on the growth. It's exciting to see. The last time I talked to you a few years ago, we were talking about 4 different airline carriers and 17 nonstop flights. Now you are at 20 on 6 different airlines, and that's exciting, and it just shows every year you are looking for ways to do more and get Traverse City on the map in other areas of the country.
Well, and we want to thank all those passengers for flying, because growth happens because when you use it, it grows. If you don't use it, it doesn't. So using it is so important to make sure that the growth happens. So when you want to fly in to Grand Traverse Resort, don't look at the downstate airports. Come right into TVC. You're 5 minutes away.
We'll pick you up for free with our airport shuttle. It's great. Well, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
If you're looking to book a nonstop flight into Traverse City, just go to the airport's website. That is
tvcairport.com.
Easy as that. And if you're looking for more episodes of the Barefoot Podcast, just go to grandtraverseresort.com.